Assalamu alaikum. You might have heard the word momentum. What does it mean? Let's explore it in this video. When we say momentum, it is nothing but the motion possessed by a moving object. It is otherwise known as linear momentum. Momentum is also referred as linear momentum. As I told you earlier, it is the motion possessed by a moving object. If you go through physics books, you may come across the definition of momentum in another way. It is also defined as the product of mass and velocity. And how do we denote it? Momentum is denoted by letter P. Being a vector quantity, it is represented by a arrow mark on it. Okay, so momentum is a product of mass and velocity. It is a vector quantity. Vector quantity. It means it possesses both the magnitude and direction. Okay. If this vector quantity is taken along or taken in Cartesian coordinate system, then it is resolved into its components. No? Vector P can be resolved into its components as Px I cap, no, plus Py j cap plus Pz k cap. Here Px is the component of momentum along x-axis. Now Py is the momentum of component of momentum along the y-axis, and the Pz is the component of momentum along z-axis. Now this can be represented in another way. Now, according to this equation, as like this: P vector is equal to mv x I cap plus mv y j cap plus mv z k cap. Okay. Here Vx is the component of velocity along x-axis, Vy is the component of velocity along y-axis, and Vz is the component of velocity along z-axis. And here I cap, j cap and k cap represents unit vectors or orthogonal unit vectors along x, y and z axis. Okay. Now, if we compare these two equations, we may find that the term present on left hand side is same, but the terms present on right hand side is not the same. So if you compare or on equating them, we get that Px I cap is equal to mvx I cap, the Py j cap is equal to mvy j cap. Next, right here, P z k cap is equal to mv z k cap. Now in all these, if you remove the similar terms, you will get a Px equals to mvx, the py equals to mvy, and the pz equals to mvz. So these are all the components of momentum along x, y, and z axis. I told you it is a vector quantity, so they possess a direction. And a second thing, what is the unit of momentum? Unit of momentum. No. As I told you earlier, it is the product of mass and velocity. Isn't it? Momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Mass is measured in kilogram, kg. So for mass I take kg, and velocity. What is velocity? Oh, velocity is nothing but the rate of change of displacement. Rate of change of displacement. Displacement is measured in meter. Time is measured in second. So the unit of V is meter per second. Meter per second. So that I mentioned here. Here, meter per second can be represented as. So if you have a term, a quantity present in denominator, when it is taken to numerator, now it is written this way: ms power minus 1. Here, when there is no power, it means the power is 1. Usually, when the power is 1, so s power 1 is not written usually. It is mentioned as s. Clear? If you have a term with the power as 0, it means its value is equal to 1. This you might have studied in lower class. Anyhow, the unit of velocity is meter per second, that I mentioned here. Meter per second. So the unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second. Understand? This is the SI unit of momentum. To make you understand this in a better way, I will discuss one example. Suppose someone throw a stone towards you, and a butterfly also coming towards you with the same velocity. Suppose a butterfly and a stone is approaching you with velocity equal to 5 meter per second. When the butterfly hits you, you will not get hurt. But when the stone hits you with the same velocity, you will get hurt. The reason is the difference of mass. The mass of butterfly is too small, so it possesses less momentum, whereas the mass of stone is too high compared to butterfly, so it possesses more momentum. That's why you get hurt when the stone hits you. Clear? This is how we can say that momentum is nothing but the motion possessed by a body, and it depends on the mass of the object and its velocity. Okay, I hope the video is useful. If you have any kind of doubt related to the topic, can you put a question in the comment section? Thanks for watching.